have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Kansas offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always...
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
That's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Jayhawks! They grab the early lead. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffaloes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him be it.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Sometimes you might be tempted to get a little tricky there. Got a quarterback, he can fall forward, he can move the chains. Just do that.
Reese, I agree, because if I can't get short yardage...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks. Last week, they've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
They'll run play action. He'll pull it down. Looking for room at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Give to the running back. Slithers into space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab on the left. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun to give, looking for room. Past the first down marker and still running. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has to lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They go to the ground. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
They believe they can run right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Got it! He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Buffaloes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. To the ground with the back. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Bray. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Back to throw, it's Marshall. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Buys a little time. The throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Ineligible safety, downfield, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The snap sets up to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Gonna sling it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Briggs. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Lewis wants to pass. Unleashes it on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They'll immediately call timeout.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. Complete downfield. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 25, he's got room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Lewis to throw. Looking deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade, This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
The Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. It's complete. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Might be changing the route. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that...
Turning it up! Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kansas. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Ohio. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. Fires to the tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Setting up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Lewis wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Quick release by the QB. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Colorado.
Snap in the shotgun. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
He did not make it a stonewall on third down. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture. Touchdown, Buffs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Marshall. Got his man in the middle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Grab behind the line, it's Brady. Spins away from the defender. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
26-yard line. And that's good enough.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Brings up on second down.
Wants to fire on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now,
and the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Kansas offense returns to the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high.
Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
that is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the left.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get it.
And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play.
And the Buffaloes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Lewis wants to pass. But a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. You don't want to get carried away. It's still early, but that was an impressive performance to go to 3-0. What do you think? How good is this team, David?
I love when you say you don't want to get carried away. But, you know why you say but? Because we're going to get carried away. Great start. This is what we do. We're going to react to what we see, and 3-0 is exactly how you draw it up. You build momentum, you start to build confidence, and you start to look like a team, Jesse, that might could do some damage later on in the postseason.
So, can they drown out the noise? Can they not pay attention to what we're talking about and how good we think they are and just keep that workman-like mentality each and every week? Lunch pail, show up, blue collar, get the job done. This team has a lot of talent. If they can drown out the noise, watch out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.